Okay, so all I want to do is go over this assignment from yesterday. The sleep disorders. There it is. So it's just you two today. So we're going to roll through it back and forth. Does that sound good? All right, insomnia. What is insomnia? What is it, Campbell? Oh, sorry. So I'm moving too fast.
The inability to sleep for an adequate amount of time.
All right, yeah, good job. So it might be an issue to sleep. There might be a lot of causes to it. Mostly stress. Maybe it is a reason because of we're thinking about our anxiety, right? So it might be we're thinking about the objectives we need to complete. Maybe it's a test. Maybe it's an activity that we need to be a part of, or maybe it's just an event that we have no idea how it could end, or what the conclusion of that event could be, or just keeping us up at night. And it might be just some other issues, biological issues. Okay. So when it occurs, what do you have, Campbell? You want to finish this one off for us?
So I just filled out what it was and when it
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Then what causes it?
I put anxiety or depression or alcohol.
Good job. Good job. So drug use, stress, anxiety. I know I mentioned that. And what treatments are available?
You can improve your sleeping habits or sleep.
All right, good. Yeah, good job. Sleeping pills, or trying to focus a little bit more on your sleeping patterns, right? Maybe change your circadian rhythms. Okay, good. All right, sleep apnea. This one's all you, Booker.
The sleep disorder.
Yeah, good job. So they might have an issue breathing when they're sleeping. I have a funny story about Mr. Hoover then with this. Go ahead. Duh.
Yeah, what were you?
No, I know, okay. Yeah. This was an activity I saw in the book, so I was like, oh yeah, we'll do it. But when it occurs, well, obviously when we're sleeping.
Yeah.
Mr. Hoover. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. Yeah, good job. Good job. So tonsils, yep, good job. Obesity, and yeah, so that's mainly it. But yeah, sleep apnea is a problem, especially with people that are obese. They might have an issue with breathing when they're sleeping. And this results in the snoring, okay, extreme snoring. People that are obese most of the time snore pretty heavy. I know my one friend, whenever I sleep over at his place, like I'll be in the living room, he'll be in his bedroom, and he'll just come out and hang out in the living room. I'm like, dude, no, you got to go back to your bedroom because I need some sleep tonight. There's no way I'm going to sleep with you snoring and cackling over there. Well, buddy, I like hanging out with you. I'm like, I like hanging out with you too, but not when we sleep. Go to your room. But yeah, with Mr. Hoover, a quick story. Maybe I'll send him the link then so he can listen to this. But we're at a wrestling event and we had to stay the night. So I'm like laying there, about ready to fall asleep. And all of a sudden, I like look over, and he has this like face covering on, tube hooked up to the machine. I'm like, what is he doing? Is it Darth Vader or what? Because all this helps me sleep. So you won't hear me snoring. It helps with my sleep apnea. I'm like, oh, okay. Just like throws more oxygen in my nose and like it helps me sleep better. I said, okay. And then he turns this thing on. All I hear is this humming noise. I can't sleep with that thing on. I'm like, oh, that's better than snoring, I guess. But I thought it was hilarious. And then the next trip we went on, guess who else had one? Mr. Rupp. So they both had these sleep, I guess sleep app machines. Sleep app machines are called, and they're both having them on. All I hear is these two humming noises. I look up. Oh, I was left out of a loop here. Oh, that's funny. All right, narcolepsy. Go ahead, Campbell.
The overwhelming feeling of sleepiness or fatigue, and additional sleep patterns and hallucinations. It's caused by mental disorders and like your life, where you work, leave on relationships. And treatment is antidepressants, group therapy, or stimulants.
All right, good job. Yep. So narcolepsy is this problem where people have an issue falling asleep during like their daily routines, right? Okay, and many people say this could be an inability with their photoreceptors, okay, and how that is supposed to help you, keep you awake and alert. And for most of these people, they fall asleep, let's say on the job. They fall asleep maybe when they're in school, in a classroom setting. They just have an issue falling asleep during the day. And in many cases, for these people, it could cause extreme danger. Obviously, you can't fall asleep when you're driving or when you're performing some, manual labor or using heavy equipment. And you guys ever watch what's this show? Thousands of Ways to Die. You guys ever? Yeah, Michaela, you hear that? Yeah, there was actually one about narcolepsy. There's a couple of them actually. Well, this person, he was working a steel mill, and he's kind of pushing products in and out that needs to be melted down. This iron to be melted down, and he fell asleep inside of the chamber, and that's what happened. But that show was pretty cool. I thought it's a little scary though, isn't it? Do you like watching that? Yeah, I feel like it's not on anymore. It was always on Spike. I don't think they play it anymore too much. All right, good. Nightmares and night terrors. Go ahead, Booker.
Nightmares. Causes it, stress and anxiety. Treatments for night terrors are establishing regular sleep.
Yeah, maybe have some counseling or something, right? Maybe talk it over with someone. Yeah, but nightmares, night terrors. I'm glad you mentioned about the REM sleep. Okay, nightmares occurring when dreaming stage and REM sleep. Night terrors mostly in stage 3, stage 4, when we're in our deepest sleep. And for these people, obviously, the best way to maybe bat against is stress relief. Try to go to counseling to talk about some of these issues with stress or anxiety. With night terrors, yeah, my one buddy, he used to have them when I was in college, and oh man, he'd wake up laying on the floor, screaming and yelling, "Oh, there's a demon! He pulled me straight off the bed. Didn't you see it?" No, dude, did not see that whatsoever. Another time, I woke up from him screaming. He was standing on he's kind of like standing in the chair, like this. He was like, "Oh, dude, there's mice and snakes on the floor. Make sure you get up high." I said, "What? Snakes and mice on the floor?" It's like, "Don't you see them? They're just like sprinting across slithering across the ground." No, I don't see that. And it was kind of weird. But yeah, it happens to some people. Happens to some people. Uh huh. Well, when they wake up, well, he always kind of knew. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, but he always knew what was going on. I guess. Well, he could envision what was going on, what he thought happened. One time he just said there was a demon that came up and literally grabbed him and pulled him out of the bed. That's how he woke up laying on the ground. It's like, I saw you get up and walk, and lay there, but he tried to say that there's a demon pulling him out of his bed. And with the snakes and the mice, yeah, he couldn't remember how he got to the chair. Like he had no clue, but he just woke up and his heart rate was like sweating a little bit. He was screaming and yelling, and just kind of got used to it after a while. I was like, oh, after like the 4th or 5th time, it's like, Himmy, have a nightmare. Just go back to bed. Yeah, yeah. All right, sleepwalking and sleep talk. Go ahead, Campbell.
So pretty much it's just walking around or talking without having memory of it. It can be caused by emotional problems, stress, fatigue, or medicine, and it's mostly harmless. And treatment is relaxation techniques, improve sleeping habits, and for you.
All right, good job. A lot of these conditions have the same outcome, have the same reasons why or causes to these conditions. A lot of it because of unusual sleeping patterns. Maybe they're not getting enough sleep fatigue. or the use of drugs. Okay, and or stress, anxiety. And a way to solve it is try to get a little bit more sleep, rest a little bit more, and maybe have some sort of avenue or route where you can kind of relieve that stress or anxiety. Sleepwalking, sleep talking. Anywhere where you guys ever at a sleepover where this happened? Campbell, were you ever at one before?
I used to sleepwalk.
Really? Where would you go?
Out to my kitchen.
Just walk around.
Yeah.
And your parents would tell you in the morning?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, usually happening with children, young adults, okay, as they're entering these stages a little bit more in stage 3 or let's say REM sleep especially, and they have really no recollection of it. They don't remember it. Okay, I remember my mom telling me all the time, "Oh, you're sleepwalking, you're talking in your sleep, just mumbling, not really making sense of anything." And what about you, Booker? Or ever had a sleepover and they told me the one, yeah, one from yesterday. Really? Anything embarrassing? Just doesn't really make sense. Yeah, I always think that's really weird when that happens. I woke up the one time I was at my friend's house, and well, actually, it was my roommate. The one time I woke up and he's actually peeing in my clothes drawer. Really pulled it out and peed all over my clothes. I was like, dude, really? I had no idea. I was talking to him the next day about it. I was like, I had no idea because I didn't want to wake him up because he usually freaks out and throws hands and everything. I was like, oh, well, I guess I'll just let him do it. Have him wash my clothes tomorrow and clean up my clothes cabinet or clothes drawer. Then my other friend, I was in the bathroom and he came walking in, opened the door. I was like, yo, what are you doing? And he just starts peeing in the trash can. It was unbelievable. But yeah, for toddlers especially, children, they really whiz in weird places. I guess that's the thing that happens. But my one roommate, grown man, peeing all over my clothes. Unbelievable. All right, so sleep disorders. There we have it. There you go. And the bell ringers, I'll give you guys credit. Those of you at home, turn them in. That's all I got.